We have the Strength card, and we have the Six of Swords. So the Strength card is a major arcana card. That's telling me that the universe is saying, you know, they're giving you the strength, they're giving you the ability to move forward in your thinking. Some of you all are really ready, lots of L's, to move into a new space in your life. And this Six of Swords is really talking about that. It's talking about leaving the past behind and moving on to new ventures, especially in your thinking. It could be physically moving, because six is, I'm going to use my pen here to point. Six is the number in numerology of moving residences, moving businesses, moving or remodeling, or doing something different. That it's a change in how you feel and think, especially how you think. It affects your thought process in a positive way. So leaving the past behind, and you're given the strength to do that. So whether it's a relationship, you know, a career, a house that you've been in for a while, or things just didn't work out for some reason or another, let's leave that behind and move forward. Okay, let's see what the first 2 weeks of April bring. And what was really interesting, and you probably noticed this when I pulled the cards, it brings the Hanged Man, another major arcana, and it also, we have the Nine of Wands. So, you know, they came out in this order, but these two I laid on top. So I'm kind of like, could it mean that you've been in a state of, or at least this mid-March time period, you feel in a state of, what do I do next? I'm just going to hang out because it is Mercury retrograde, and get some enlightenment. And that would really make sense for March. I'm telling you what, I'm going to exchange these. I've never done this, but it feels right. It felt right when I pulled them. And then when I set them in order, it's like, I think that's why they didn't want to move. This feels more right to me. Okay, I'm going with it. It just does. So let's go back. This is March. This is April. So this mid-March, you're like, okay, what can I reanalyze? What can I refocus on? I'm taking some much needed time out, or at least, even if you're not going on vacation, or you're, you're of course still working every day, but you want to gain some enlightenment around what's going on in your life. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's work. It's around your work, your and how you make your money, your home. You know, it affects everything, doesn't it? I mean, what we do for a living and who we're around, the money we make it ripples out in all areas of our life, even our health and everything. And I feel like you all are taking this time out in this Mercury retrograde because you feel like you've been actually maybe put on defensive, or you've been needing to protect your talents and your abilities, and maybe other people haven't respected them like you've wanted to, or maybe they have, but maybe they've been wanting to use you more, overwork you, or someone's trying to take a promotion away from you, or you want a promotion and you're competing with other people, that kind of thing. So I feel like this self-imposed time out of Mercury retrograde started on the 5th of March, which was today's the 9th, so 4 days ago. It goes through March 26th. Actually, there's a shadow period, so let's just say through March, basically. It's not a good time to sign documents or contractual agreements. So it's an excellent time, though, to review. Mercury retrograde is retro, so review, reorganize, look at it again. Then you can make commitments in April. So I feel like this, Virgo, and I'm sorry to exchange it on you, but it felt right when I pulled them, and then feels right now. Okay, so that's, for some of you, this is what's been going on, but I do feel like starting in April, you'll feel strength, more strength. You'll feel like, okay, I'm ready now to make the decision to move forward. Whatever hasn't served you, whatever all this has been about, you're ready to move forward now. There's no more, there's not the stopgap that there once was. Okay, let's pull the energies between months card and see what oh, wow. Okay, well, this makes total sense. And this card has come up several times during this series. I think you all are my ninth video to do. And this Eight of Cups is a life-changing card. So you literally are ready to walk away from, again, any relationship that's not worked out, any work that's not worked out. You're ready to move on. You have everything in order. It's just the cups mean your heart's just not in it any longer. Or you haven't been treated the way you want, or respected the way you want, or validated the way you want. And you're ready to move into more of it's so funny that these two are about moving on. Move into a different path, move into a different adventure. I feel like a lot of you don't know what it's going to look like, and that's okay. It's okay if you don't know what this life-changing card is going to look like, but it does indicate a new path for some of you Virgos in some part of your life. Okay, so this is a real important card for you all. And then we have the strength coming from the universe saying, yep, we've got your back. Don't worry. Let's move on away from. So two of those that are like that. Interesting. This is more about our feelings and our heart. This is more about our thoughts. But like I said, this is life-changing. Okay, let's look in the crystal. Okay, so that's interesting. I see this, I know y'all probably don't, but the first thing when I was looking at the crystal, when I was holding it right there under the camera, was like a license plate. And it wasn't for any particular state, country, county, or anything like that, but it looked like it could be a couple things. Some of you all could be possibly seeing patterns of numbers. And sometimes we see them on clocks, sometimes we see them on license plates, sometimes we just see them wherever pops up. So I feel like it could be a pattern of numbers. It also could be some of you too are changing locations and, literally need to get new license plates. Let's see, anything else on that? That was interesting. I get it when I hold it under the camera, but I'm now looking away so that I don't pick up the colors on the cards because I don't want anything to influence me. Interesting. A hammer. Okay, so I'm seeing definitely a hammer. So some of you all are, it could indicate working hard. It could be a metaphor for that, or it could be that you're actually, building a house or in construction, or you're building plans, something like that. It was interesting because beside it, I really felt like I saw a sickle too, which would be more of, I'm thinking of, Russia. So I don't know if any of you all are politics, watching the news and all of that, but it felt like both of those things. Okay. And in this 3 universal year, numerology 3 year, this is a really good year to express, to do fun things. So if you're redecorating, remodeling, building, good for you. The only time I would say don't do that is or buy a house rather, is in a 7 personal year. So, look up and see what your personal year is, numerology. You add the month and the day you were born plus 3. Just add those up. And if it's 7, then don't make any huge changes this year because your tide is a little bit out. Okay, I do see the mask. It's come up here probably about the 3rd sign. It's straight up. So this mask to me means someone who could be dishonest or deceitful or not telling the truth. So, I feel like they have sort of a frown on their face, like they're not successful in what they're trying to mask. So I think that you can see through this. This is my feeling, that you can see through this person who may be not telling you the truth or being dishonest within your company or relationship or whatever. I'm not getting a yucky feeling from it. It's just kind of like you can see through it. Okay, what else comes up for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising? Hold on, I'm wanting to get a totem animal. Okay, hold on. Stay with me, Virgo. If I don't get one, then, that's fine. It's okay. There's windows of opportunities coming up for you all. And I'm feeling, especially within the next 6 months, that's not a totem animal, but it just came up. So any totem animal, this is interesting. For one sign, I got 3. For one, 2, and then for most, 1. Interesting. I know you're an earth sign, obviously, but I'm seeing a lot of stars at cosmos, sort of planetary, in this particular crystal as I look at it. I didn't get any totem animals, but I did get a lot of, like I said, star systems, planetary, the universe, as you would look at it from, the dark sky. And if you were out at night, say in a clear sky, like being in New Mexico or some part of the world where, there's not a lot of lights and out in a rural area. So, okay, you are an earth sign, but I do feel like a lot of you are looking more towards the metaphysical part of your life, maybe you're into astrology, numerology, thinking more about your intuition. But yeah, and I'm getting it again. Okay, so that just feels to me like looking more into the metaphysics of your life, or metaphysics, and to gain more spiritual information, because we are spirits here with a body. So we're that first, we're spirit first. So obviously, the more we know about why we came here, feeling into that, then the more it will benefit us on this earthly plane. Okay, Virgo, I hope this reading was of benefit to you. You definitely look like you're wanting to take some time, and you've been protective of your abilities, but you have the strength definitely to move forward. Whatever it is in your life, whether it's a relationship, career, you're moving. You all are definitely on the move. For some of you, so if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I should make that move, I kind of want to, but I don't know if I should, it might be in your best interest. And again, this is Mercury retrograde time period, so you may want to wait until April-ish to do that.